At the end of the last session, we suggested that a number of processes may be involved in getting us from the representation of the sound pattern of a word, the actual phonological representation in your mental lexicon, to the phonetic output, that is, what you actually pronounce when you say the word. That leads us to suppose that we can derive one from the other. If we know what the underlying form is, the form that the word has in your mental lexicon, then we can predict what actually will happen when it's pronounced. This is called a derivation. When we go from one kind of representation to another, we can call this a derivation. Here's an example. Let's suppose that you have this word in your mental dictionary. The word is congress. Congress. We've had to change the spelling a little bit to turn it into a proper phonemic kind of representation. The C at the beginning has become a K for obvious reasons. C isn't a phonetic symbol in English. The O is one version of O, so we've put the right one there, and there aren't two S's at the end. For the rest, it looks very much like the spelling of the word. The first step on the way is that we've got an unvoiced velar stop. Well, we know that unvoiced stops are aspirated at the beginning of a word where the syllable is stressed. Well, this word has a stress in that first syllable. Congress. That's stressed. So, aspiration takes place. Then, because the O has a following nasal, it ends up with a little tilde on top because it's been nasalized. Congress. Yes, that's what's happened. Well, this vowel is lengthened by the fact that there is a voiced consonant coming after it. If there wasn't, it would be a bit shorter. So we put a couple of length marks there just to show that that process happened as well. We haven't talked about that in these mini lectures, but lengthening takes place in English when a vowel is followed by a voiced consonant. What else happens? Surely this must be the end. No, indeed not. We've already met this process as well. N changes to ng before G. G is a velar, and the N becomes pronounced as ng because there's a following velar. There's a process of nasal assimilation. The nasal consonant has assimilated to the place articulation of the following consonant. Well, there might be other things happening as well, but that'll do for the meantime. So, what actually comes out of your mouth is congress, congress, congress. So that leads us to have another think about what's a phoneme, because the phonetics and the phonology of words are obviously quite a long way apart. The first thing that you need to remember is that a phoneme is not a sound. It's a phonologically distinctive sound, and we might even put scare quotes around sound. Maybe it's not a sound at all. It's something that's certainly distinctive in the language, and that is, it has a set of distinctive features like voicing, particular place of articulation features in the case of consonants, in the case of vowels, particular positions on the vowel quadrilateral. That's what makes it distinctive. So maybe a phoneme is really not a sound at all. It's maybe just a set of these distinctive features that are used in representing a particular sound segment in a word.